In the last few years, the BBC has been under immense pressure to make savings. But after stripping every bit of fat from the bone, now comes the news employees had been dreading. A significant downsizing of staff, with 1 in 10 roles set to go. The corporation's interim Director General, Rodri Talfin-Davies, delivering the bad news. While staff were told bosses have no choice if they're to ensure the BBC's survival, it was still a bitter pill to swallow. Broadcasting union Bet2 among those criticising today's announcement.
Inevitably, there is going to be another huge impact, both inside the BBC but across the whole of the creative industries. You know, at a time when media consolidation is in the news every day, I think the BBC and a distinct UK voice is more important than ever.
The BBC employs about 21,500 people in the UK, and it's believed as many as 2,000 jobs are being cut. Those listening in told me it was a pretty bleak picture painted to staff at the meeting. Savage is how one insider described it, with another saying it feels almost like the Hunger Games. As a taxpayer-funded institution, the BBC has to prove it's providing the best value for money. But of course, when the licence fee began 80 years ago now, there was no competition. Now, in a vastly transformed media landscape flooded with choice, the number of households willing to pay for the BBC is declining. The challenges for the BBC are immense.
The interim Director General of the BBC, he struck a pretty sober, sombre tone. There is also concern that reducing headcount and stripping the BBC of experienced employees is actually leading to more mistakes, more errors on air, and may have contributed to some of the editorial crises that we've seen over the last year or so.
This comes just a month before former Google executive Matt Britton takes up the role of new Director General, with quite the challenge on his hands, winning over staff who are facing one of the most unsettling moments in the BBC's history. Katie Spencer, Sky News.